Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Relentless Press, and today we're going to quickly go over the actives and inactives for these Sunday morning and afternoon games. Now, if I am not going over a particular player in this video, I did do a trending up and trending down video yesterday. I more than likely covered him there. So if you don't see who you're looking for here, go check that one out so you can get all the information you need to crush your fantasy day. We start in Indianapolis, where Carson Wentz is going to play with both ankle injuries. Now, he's being backed up by Brett Hundley, so you do not love that. I am definitely fading Colts wide receivers at this point. I think Michael Pittman Jr. is the best if you're considering either him or Zach Pascal. And I think he's a wide receiver 3. For the Ravens, Lamar Jackson and Marquise Brown are both questionable, but they are expected to play. I'm starting both of these with confidence. I think Brown is a smash wide receiver 2 in an awesome matchup against the Lions. Kenny Golladay and his perpetual hip injury look okay and are going to play in this game. He's a low-end wide receiver 3 at best. Now, Evan Ingram, who was limited in practice all week for the Giants, looks like he's going to regain that TE1 job. We are not starting him. We're taking a wait-and-see approach and holding him on our benches for now. Big news from the desert and Nuke Hopkins. He is still questionable and is going to be a game-time decision. So keep your eyes peeled for reports all the way up until kickoff to ensure he is playing. I expect him to. He is tough, but if not, Rondale Moore gets a huge leap. I like him as a wide receiver 3 with some giant upside, and we know Christian Kirk is going to get more touches in that case as well. For the Bears wide receiver core, we have Marquise Goodwin and Darnell Mooney. Now, they're both questionable. We expect them to play, but I really like Allen Robinson in this matchup. He is a crushing wide receiver 1 that is going to produce. I do not like Mooney or Goodwin in this matchup. We head to Baltimore, where that defensive line is in shambles. They are going to be without Derek Wolfe, Brandon Williams, and Justin Houston. They're all out with either injuries or a COVID-19 label. Now, I really like DeAndre Swift if he plays today, and if not, Jamal Williams slides into that low-end RB2 range. In Chicago, the Bears D-line is facing some issues of their own. Akeem Hicks, their stud, is questionable. They also have questionable tags on Eddie Goldman and Bilal Nichols. Now, even if they play, Kareem Hunt is trending now towards a decent flex option with them being banged up front. We know we're starting Nick Chubb, no problems. To round out the defensive line looks, Detroit is struggling up front as well. Michael Brockers, Trey Flowers, Romeo Okwara are all questionable, and we already know that Jamie Collins is out. Tyson Williams moves up to even more of a great play at that RB2 position. I love him this week against Detroit. Now, we know you're already starting him, but Frank Clark is out for the Kansas City Chiefs, making Austin Eckler even a bigger smash play this week. He has overall RB1 type upside. Quintez Cephas, wide receiver for Detroit, is looking a little bit better now that Khalif Raymond is questionable. We already know that Tyrell Williams is out in this game. Now, I know he is risky, but if you're feeling lucky, there is definitely boom potential against a banged up and depleted secondary in Baltimore. With TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith out for Pittsburgh, I really like Joe Mixon as a RB2 that you can start with confidence this week. We move to the afternoon games, and the biggest news of the day so far is that Dalvin Cook is very unlikely to play in this game, and even if he does, he is not going to be close to 100% and will have limited touches. I really love Alexander Madison. He has produced in the past when Cook has sat. I think he is an RB2 for sure, and then you can start him with confidence in this game. Madison should see a large workload in this one, and the Hawks just gave up 182 yards on the ground to King Henry, so that D-line isn't scaring you. Darrell Henderson is unlikely to play in this game after they called up Buddy Howell from the practice squad. Now, I still don't like Sony Michel. I'm keeping him on my benches this week. With news out of Seattle that Rashad Penny is going to be out in this game, it makes us love Chris Carson that much more. He's going to see plenty of touches in this game against Minnesota, and I love him as an RB2. Antonio Brown did not travel with the team and is officially out against the Rams. That moves Chris Godwin up into the high-end wide receiver 2 conversation. Evans becomes a low-end wide receiver 2 who has some risk but giant upside, and then Gronk still stays at set it and forget it, tight end 1. With Jamison Crowder doubtful for this game for the Jets, we like Corey Davis's target share to increase. Now, they do have a tough matchup against a really good secondary in Denver, but I still like his volume to give him wide receiver 3 numbers. And finally, in the Sunday night game, the 49ers backfield is a mess. Trey Siren is going to be the running back that you want for San Francisco, but there is plenty of risk with his touches being an unknown. Now, I think he's a low-end flex, but he does have RB2 upside and could smash if he gets a full workload against the Packers. Now, I'd say this is still a play at your own risk because we just don't know. Kerryon Johnson was called up. He could steal carries. Elijah Mitchell is doubtful but could still play. Now, like I said, if I didn't cover a specific player that you were looking for, go check out the trending up or trending down video that I did yesterday. It should cover everything there. Now, if you have any questions, final start, sit that you're teetering between, shoot those down below. I will get to them before kickoff. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Relentless Press. I am your host, Abraham Opatz. If you haven't done it yet, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.